Hey guys, how's it going? So we got the call to pressure wash this industrial building out in Henderson. All this rust water that came out of the pipes completely demolished the asphalt and concrete with yellow and orange stains. There's a bunch of different things that we have to complete on this property. We have 6 hours to complete it. So there's 2 trash enclosures that we have to clean. There is the asphalt that has the rust on it. There's some splatter on the paint of the building, and then there's the rust stain. We're gonna start off on the trash enclosures. We're gonna use our rotary surface cleaner with the hot water pressure washer turned on. Surprisingly, this came right off with the hot water rotary surface cleaner. But if this rust water sat there for a couple months with this Las Vegas heat, it definitely would not come off. But when we did the estimate, we did some test areas, and that's how we knew that this was gonna come off. The next area is the asphalt. You can see all this rust that accumulated in the area. So what we're gonna do is use our white pressure tip with the hot water pressure washer turned on. It's a slow, tedious process, but we did get it cleaned up and it looks a lot better. Once we filled up with water, we headed over to the next trash enclosure on the other side of the industrial building. The orange buildup was a lot worse on this one, but it surprisingly came off a lot easier and it almost looks brand new again. There is no water hookup on the building, so we're using a Kupler valve to hook up to the water irrigation system, and the water flow is great. It could fill our tank up in 20 minutes. We're going to move over to the front entrance of the building, and this is their priority that they wanted cleaned because this is where everyone comes in and out of. There is a large area of concrete, so what we're going to do is pick and choose what areas need it the most. You can see that we're staying in between the squares. Since this is a large area of concrete, there's only a couple stains and all the concrete didn't necessarily need to be cleaned, so that's why you see us staying inside of the lines. When you use these surface cleaners every day for multiple years, you know exactly how to use it and how to be precise with it and not go out of the lines. Because if we went out of the lines, you're gonna be able to tell where you cleaned and where you didn't. We're not just gonna rely on the hot water pressure washer to remove the rust. We're using F9 bark on some areas, which works great for rust removal, and it's not like the Home Depot products that barely work. There were some areas that the rust removal chemicals in the hot water pressure washer just couldn't penetrate and take out, but until you start, you just don't know. It's trial and error, and in this business, there's no guarantees. But what we do is guarantee our clients that we're using the best equipment money could buy. We know our chemicals and we know what we're doing. I know when I started my pressure washing business, I had no clue what I was doing. I was relying on some videos on YouTube and stuff. So this is why we make these videos, to educate the up and coming pressure washers and our future clients, to let them know how we get the job done. If you enjoyed this video and you learned something, smash that like, give us a follow, and we'll see you on the next one.